good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we the brothers from the Great Millstone, New Orleans branch. All right, we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and we come week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, which we know is Babylon the Great according to the scriptures. But before we get started, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Hakodash.
Double honors to the apostle, now is the Great Millstone, who taught us the truth and rule well. And peace and blessings and salutations be to the hopefully elect, all right, as well as those that believe in the gospel, and may you endure to the end, Lord willing, all right? And right off the dump, we got a freak recording us, man, you know? But these people here in Babylon, they don't understand what's coming, all right? Neither do our people, all right? The 2/3, which we know is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites according to the Bible, all right? Which is why the Lord, all right, ultimately is getting ready to bring a great and dreadful day upon you heathen, and it's upon his own people as well, all right? Now, this lesson is inspired, all right, by the, well, what we're going to start off with is inspired by the elder Manata Zakba out there in South Carolina, all right, because he was going into a lesson the other day, all right, on judgment to Israel is a good thing, you see? Judgment to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you 2/3, all right? I forget the exact way he phrased it, okay? But it's going to be a good thing, man, all right? It's going to be hey, man, the Lord said when he have killed you, all right, roughly paraphrasing, he have done you good, man. If you could grab that, if you know what I'm talking about, Baba Kasha, you know? But, hey, man, the 2/3 of our people need Jacob's trouble, man, all right? Because they apparently think that they're saved, all right? They're a born-again Christian, all right? They think that the ways of this world is cool, all right? We coming up on these so-called wicked-ass holidays, all right? You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up, all right? All these wicked satanic devices that Esau Edom has ultimately put into motion to further keep our people further down, man. All right, keep us in the stupor, you see? But the Lord is getting ready to bring fire, all right, judgment, and these different things upon the earth to get you back in line, man. All right, go ahead, bro. What's up, man?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 6. It says, ask now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
5, Baba Kasha.
Verse 5, it says, for thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Right, because the prophets coming week in, week out, all right, telling you what the Lord is getting ready to do, all right? The Lord ain't coming back for peace, man, all right? He's not coming back with roses, singing harmonies, nose, man. He's coming back to judge and make war, all right? And we come in week in, week out through the spirit and power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, to tell you this, man, all right? You should be trembling and fearing the Lord, man. But no, go ahead.
It says, verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Read it again, Baba Kasha.
Yeah. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Right. Why does he see a man travailing as a woman, man? All right. Because
keep preaching, man.
Hey, keep going, bro.
I can't even process my thoughts, brother.
It's a fucking demon.
Read it again.
a fucking demon.
Hey, she the dumb bitch, and she don't know she the demon.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
keep preaching, huh?
She's just screaming and
Fuck
shit.
that bro.
But see, that's the spirit, though. Because the Lord is getting ready to bring judgment upon you fucking, you so-called nigga woman, man.
Hey, also,
All right.
understand what she just said. This is not your world.
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't our world.
No.
You understand? Hey, this ain't, you know, the world of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of Yahushua. Because it's all out of goddamn order.
Yeah.
In the world of the Lord, you wouldn't have a fucking N-dub walking around screaming at the top of her fucking lungs.
You can't do that shit.
You understand?
Go to Dubai and do that shit, man.
You know?
And put your ass in jail.
Can't go outside, brother. Now you're
It's
supposed to be
beautiful,
outside,
it's
yeah.
broad, but look what the colors she had on. Festive colors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My baby, you out of season. You don't even know that, though. You understand?
Yeah, you're right,
Hey,
brother.
that was highly spiritual.
Yeah.
But to those who understand, you got it, huh?
Go ahead, read that, brother.
It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail.
All right, because when a woman is in travail, when she's given, if you witnessed a woman give birth before, all right, she's in travail, she's grabbing, clawing, all right, grabbing on things that, anything she can get her hands on, all right? She hold your hand, she's squeezing, that's travailing, screaming, in pain, all right? But these are going to be the men in these days, man. Go ahead.
Right.
It says, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah. Go ahead, keep going.
At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, and it says, at last, for that day is great. All right, hey, man, the Lord flooded the earth. I make this point time and time again. The Lord flooded the whole earth except for 8 souls. But Jeremiah said, hey, it ain't going to be a day like Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right.
You see? And real quick, that just jogged my memory because I had a dream last night, all right, and I want to do a lesson on it, riding the camp, right? Hey, man, in this dream, and Lord will, I know dreams are vain, the scripture say that in Sirach, right? But, hey, man, I saw mass death, man, all right? Literally, I seen thousands of people dying, man, all right? And I'm talking about on my right side, left side. I'm talking about cars, every car that I seen, it looked like it was wrecked, all right, as if it was stolen, all right, and people was just trying to find a way to get out, you see? But everywhere I went, every person that I was with was dying instantly. Kill.
Yeah, that's Psalms 91.
Yeah, that's why I got the brother grabbing it, Because at the end of the day, it said, last for that day is great. There's nothing like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble. But what? But he shall be saved out of it, man. All right? It says in John, right? If you got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Kind. Y'all, I'm going to grab y'all precepts because I'm kind of just talking a little too much.
Right.
Go ahead.
You good? Ready for, Mark chapter 13, verse 19 said, for in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of creation, which God created until this time, neither shall be. So we coming upon that time, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it's going to be a global event that you have never seen before. It's going to far exceed 70 AD. It's going to far exceed slavery. It's going to far exceed anything that you ever known in history. The Lord is getting ready to make it constantly plain. The body count is getting ready to be great. Verse 20, it said, Mark chapter 13 and verse 20 said, for except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he has chosen, he has shortened the days. So that's why we're seeing, the time is constantly speeding up, constantly accelerating. Right now, a little bit after 6 or 5, whatever, it's already dark, So we know right now the Lord is constantly accelerating the time. The Lord is constantly bringing these prophecies to pass. You got something?
Well, look at we in November already.
That's
it.
Like
like we was just in the Passover.
Just it.
We at the end of November. I didn't even know it was today was the 20 something.
The 23rd.
Brother, where the time is flying?
Flying, man. High time we got to sleep.
That's right.
Yeah, we here. Yeah.
So go ahead, Doc. Go ahead, make your point.
Nah, because that brother, he made a beautiful point, going into how these times that we're coming in will be like no other. All right? Hey, look at the weaponry. All right? Look at the mindsets of the people. These are mindsets that the earth has never seen before. You see? These people are thinking of violent and cruel acts that far exceed the acts of old. You see? And I'm talking about Edom, Jake, all of these other nations. Hey, these people, hey, man, they're on a whole nother vibration, on a wicked vibration. You see? And it's far wicked than anything that the earth has ever seen before. That's why I say we're going to see a time like no other. Because they're going to do things and have no remorse. I have no reverence, for those that are around them like no other, man. You got it. And also to match, man, these different people have the means, the different tools, all right, the weaponry, all right, to match that anger, all right. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say something. When you was talking about with the weaponry, Esau, Edom, the Russians, they go on. They had a missile. It was called, I forgot the name of the missile, but It's Mach 10. It's a Mach 10 missile.
Yeah.
And it goes 7,600 miles per hour. You know, and when you look up, I looked up 7,600 miles per hour, how long it would take from Russia to reach all the way to Chicago. And it was like 37 minutes. It'll hit Alaska in 17 minutes. You know,
That's right.
And we know what's going to be the end result when it does. Millions of people are going to die.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, if I could say on that whole thing with the nukes, right? These devils, give me Isaiah 54:16, all right? Because these devils, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, has created these weapons, all right, known as nuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, ICBMs, right? You know, and they have, the brother mentioned 10 Mach, which is 10 times the speed of sound, right? You want to say something?
Yeah, it's like, I mean to cut you off.
Go
But, Putin said there is no stopping it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to defend against this. It's
can't.
not. The technology don't even exist.
Yeah.
So when we press this button, that's it.
That's it.
You know.
But that's just a 10 Mach though. For brothers that don't know, they have missiles with 25, 26, 27 times the speed of sound, man. Meaning when it hits the target, it's gonna hit. Boom. And then you just gonna, it's 27 times faster than the speed of sound. You see? So when they hit, it's gonna be a delayed sound. That's how fast these missiles are gonna travel, man. You see? It's gonna hit and nobody's gonna know a missile hit. You see? But then they're gonna hear a boom and then they're gonna see a wave of buildings, all right? Cars is in the air, all right? And I don't wanna write this out, we being the chariots, man. You see? But go ahead.
I got something for you to back up what you were saying.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's that word Mach, all right? In a simple Google search, and it reads Mach number, a unitless number that measures the ratio of an object's speed to the speed of sound. All right, so the actual speed of that is the unit of that speed. It's not even to be able to be
Can't even put it on the
you
scale.
can't even put it on a scale.
Right.
It says a unitless number of measures the ratio of an object's speed to the speed of sound. The term is named after Australian physicist Ernest Mach. You got it.
Let me put this in a perspective for you, right? Because when you see a plane or a jet and you hear it, right, you'll be standing outside when they're doing those military drills, right? You'll hear it and then you'll see the jet, right? But those jets only go probably 0.5, all right, or 1 Mach, 1 times the speed of sound. You see what I'm saying? So imagine 26 times that, right? You're gonna see a missile, you're gonna see the afterburners of a missile, and then you're gonna hear it.
You're gonna wake up dead.
You're gonna wake up dead, man.
Come on.
Go ahead, bring that out, brother.
This is Isaiah 54 and verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Right, the Lord said he created the smith. All right, when you go into a smith, what do? They fashion weapons, man. All right. Back in the ancient times, you would take your sword, your shield to the smith. All right, get your sword sharpened. They get you a new sword, dipping in the furnace. You know. Go ahead.
Beat it on an anvil.
I was gonna say that. You know, they beat it in the bing, 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 beat it into shape. You know, that's what a smith does. But it says he created the smith that do what?
Burneth the coals in the fire.
That bloweth the coals in the fire. It was resemblance to what? Missiles. All right. The actual warheads that's in the missiles. Okay, because when they detonate on soil, it's just gonna be a total, complete obliteration, man. All right. When you blow coals, what do? They get hotter and hotter and hotter. All right, until a point to where they just look like stubble. Right. Keep going.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Right. The Lord said he created the waster to destroy, man. All right. When you go into that's this precept right here, it goes back particularly to a guy by the name of Robert J. Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Cons.
You know, And they came out with a whole movie on this cat, man. Because after he got through creating the atomic bomb, all right, he said, hey, man, I've become the destroyer of worlds, man. You see? That technology, all right, that what they call science, that he used to create these things, hey, man, he realized that this is what nations are going to use, okay? And, hey, you can't tell me that ain't the spirit of the Lord that he put on this man to even say that, man. You know? To say, oh, I've become the destroyer of worlds, man. Because that's exactly what the nuclear missiles is getting ready to do. Become the destroyer of this world, man. This age, okay? Because the word world, according to the scriptures, has many different meanings, right?
That's right.
It has a meaning of an aeon, which means the age, all right? It has a meaning of an oikomene, which means the whole, the entire world, all right? And then it has the last meaning, which is cosmos, all right? Which goes into a certain people, a separate society, man. You see? But this guy said he's become the destroyer of worlds, which is this Esau world, right? And Esau world is getting ready to be taken down, man. You see? This age, you know? But go ahead with y'all precepts, whatever y'all boys got. Go ahead, Bernard.
This is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Can I say something?
I was gonna tell him
real
to
quick? Hey, man. Prior to this age, what weapon could do that? Melt the elements, all right? Actually melt the elements, man. And that's why I don't understand when people say the scriptures are not true, all right, or they don't have no substance, because there's no other, all right, weapon or you see anything in life that could do that prior to what's being talked about here. Right? This can only be accomplished in these times. Through what? Through what you were just talking about. Those smiths that were created to blow the coals, man.
Because I'm about to bring a quick precept to back. A quick precept. Baba Kashad, read that.
This Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Right, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, man. All right? And when you, hey, man, turn the oven on the highest level it could go and try to stick your hand in it.
Which is what? What, 400 degrees?
400, 450 at best.
450 at best.
At best, 450, right? So just try to stick your hand in there and close the oven. Hey, man, you put your hand in there, you're going to draw it back away from the heat because the heat is going to be so hot, man. But it said a day's coming that shall burn as an oven, meaning the buildings, all right, these streets, these cars are going to be on fire, man, all right, a nuclear fire, you see? And when you go into the concentrated heat in those warheads, they reach over 1,000 degrees Celsius, man, all right? When you convert that to the Fahrenheit, Baba Kashad, my brother looked that up for me, because I know we went into it before, you know, but hey, man, you talking about 1,000 degrees Celsius, man. Who can survive that? Who can escape that? You know? But this to back up the point this brother was making. This is the book Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is what confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You see? So it's not going to be like in the ancient times with the smiths, as the reference I made, you know, doing the swords, the shields. No, man, it's going to be a burning, what it says, but burning and fuel of fire, man. You know? But go ahead and finish reading that.
If I can say real quick, just to validate what you were saying, 1,000 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit equals to 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit. You see? And hey, man, Jake can't even stand next to the fucking oven when it's 200 degrees. You see? Jake back up when it's 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
All right, so 1,832 degrees, that's far beyond anything that Jake could ever imagine, man. And these different ICBM nuclear missiles that this brother is going into are far, because you got to think about this. The structure of these different buildings are going to increase the heat as well.
That's right.
You see?
That's right.
Just because they say, all right, this is the degrees that this specific fire is gonna burn, all right, when this missile hit, that don't mean that's it. All right, there's different elements, different factors. All right, because you got shit that's gonna burst when these different things hit.
You got pipelines.
That's right.
You got gas lines,
Reserves.
all reserves, all around the cities, man.
These things are gonna pump up the temperature, man.
Yes, brother.
All right, blowing in between these different buildings, these skyscrapers. All right, they're gonna increase the heat, man.
Hey, and it said Jeremiah that the Lord is gonna send famines, man.
That's right. The angels.
The angels is actually gonna make the missiles even hotter than what they say, man. You see? Hey, man, the Lord is finna overkill this fucking place, man.
That's right, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, that ain't gonna save you.
Yeah.
You understand? That ain't gonna save you. They gonna need saving in that thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
The ambulance gonna need ambulances, man. And it ain't gonna be nothing but smoke and stubble. All right? Go ahead, finish that out, brother.
It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly.
Going into the wicked, all right, which is the so-called Edomites, all right, the so-called white man, okay? He is the wicked, all right, according to the same chapter, with the same chapter, the same book, with the first chapter, all right, Salakia, you know? He's the border wickedness, all right, as well as the wicked of our people as well, you know? These other heathen nations, all right, all the proud. Go ahead.
It says, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Yeah.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right. It says it's gonna leave them neither root nor branch, man. All right. When you go into the science, quote unquote, all right, or the structure of a tree, its roots goes feet into the ground, man. All right.
The foundation.
It's deep into the foundation, man. You know. But it said what? You got off it.
Yeah.
It said it shall leave neither root nor branch. You see? And the elder go into it all the time. How these missiles gonna leave what? Thousand-mile craters in the ground, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, Al. You wanna make your point?
Yeah, because you know, the Lord is gonna utterly destroy, the ideologies, the different things of this world. Meaning, those things of the past world, how these people walk, how they talk, how they do business, how they live their lives. Those things are gonna be uprooted, man.
Yeah.
All right, there won't be a remnant of that in the kingdom.
No.
All right, for Jake to cling on to. You see, that's what that's going into, man. And there won't be something for these, because if you destroy a plant, if you don't take the roots out, that plant can grow back.
It can grow back.
You see?
What you call it? Grinding the stump out?
That's right. Yeah, when you grind the stump, you know I did that work.
Yeah, that's why I brought it out.
And what we do is this. In a particular line of work that I used to do with me and Yakana the elder, man, we used to have to grind the stump because the actual plant or the tree would be able to grow back, man. All right? It would eventually be able to grow back during a duration of time. All right, so what the Lord is doing is stump grinding all of this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And if you see that fucking stump grinder, hey, it don't play no games.
Yeah.
It get all of the roots out, man. You know? And that's how the Lord gonna do this. Through what? Through the ICBM nuclear missiles that brother's going into, man.
Yeah. And the Lord said he gonna use over 200 million of them, man.
I'll get that real quick.
You know? Go ahead.
Get that,
grab that real quick. That's because it's gonna go into that.
And I got Joel as well. You know?
Hey.
Whatever, however you want to do it, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You got something too, right? Yeah, all right, fine. Go ahead.
All right, this is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yes, sir.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Break it down.
Yeah, so hey, look, when these ICBM nuclear missiles hit, there's going to be nothing left of the human being in general. This is that example of what the brothers was talking about when he said overkill.
Yeah.
You know, for your tongue to be consumed away in your mouth, your eyeballs, your flesh. You know, like I said, it's a definition of overkill.
Yeah, man. A lot of you people get ready to get that Sarah Connor treatment, man.
Terminator.
You know.
To break this down in layman terms, all right, Jake have to understand that during a period of decay, all right, in normal decay, it takes a man, all right, months, all right, damn near years to decay.
Yes.
We're talking about within a blink of an eye, all right, your soft tissues, your bones, all right, will be obliterated, incinerated. You see? That's what we're talking about here. Yes, yeah, nevertheless.
That's it.
You know, we're talking about complete incineration of your soft tissue, your bones, your existence. All right? Jake don't understand that though.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know? That Sarah Connor shit is real, man.
But that's how.
You understand?
But see, that ultimately shows the Lord's anger.
That's
all right,
right,
and how pissed off He is with this place, man. You know, for the Lord to melt you where you standing. Literally, the Lord is literally gonna melt you where you standing, man. You even fathom that, man?
But at the blink of an eye, man.
Look at that.
We're talking about at the blink of an eye. All right? That's how serious this thing is, man.
Yeah.
And look, hey, the Lord gonna keep a lot of you niggas spirits in your body, even when you like this.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of you niggas spirits gonna be in your body, man. Lord gonna make you feel every fucking pain to the nerve ending, man. He's gonna make you feel this so you can understand that you fuck with the Lord. You understand? Big old fat ass niggas. You understand me? Hey, you gonna blow all the flesh off his body.
Blow his
That's
stomach
a
out,
lot
brother.
of flesh.
Hey,
He
what
gonna
the
blow
Lord
it
said?
out.
He got a great sacrifice in Basra, man. You know?
He gonna blow all the
Call it
fat
fatness.
Matter of fact,
Fatness.
bring that out. What you got, Jeremiah? Somebody give me that sacrifice in Basra. Is it Isaiah?
That's Isaiah what, 53?
63?
63.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 22 and verse 19. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem."
Get that word dross, huh? About the shop. That's a good one, man. Yeah, take your time, beloved. It's all love, man. You know, it's all for the edification of the camera. You know, hey, dross, man, gets burned away. All right, you're gonna get the actual definition. Okay?
Right, because dross is ultimately an impurity. All right? When precious metal has dross, you have to put a flame to it to melt it away because it can't stand the heat.
That's
You
right.
see? You got it? If not, it's all good. Bring your picture up.
All right. You got it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 63, and verse 1, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Said this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save."
You bring it out.
Well, yeah, one thing about it, there, you know what I'm saying, when you go into that word Basra, you know, that's a city in Edom.
Chief city.
Chief city.
That's
Chief
what,
city.
yeah, that's what a
Chief
majority
city.
of Edomites
That's
say, man.
right, exactly. And so one thing about it, modern day Basra is America.
America. That's
So,
right.
and who gonna be traveling in the greatness of his strength? You know, Yahweh, our Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? Mighty to save on that great fathership from the east and from the west. You know, the Lord's getting ready to come. You know what I'm saying? With great glory, great power. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to lay everything down even with the ground. And so, you know,
Yeah. Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
You keep reading?
Yeah.
All right. Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 2 said, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat.
Right, because before this place ultimately get hit with nukes, Yahushua, who the word already calls Jesus, got to come back and get busy. You know?
Oh.
He asked him a question. He said, wherefore art thou red and thine apparel? So, Lord, why you got red all on your garments? You know? He said, in thy garments like him that treaded in the wine fat. You see, because when you in a wine press, right, or a wine fat, and you treading grapes, you constantly getting stained with what?
That's it.
With red, you got red grapes, you got cherries, you know, you treading them. So you getting it all up on you. You see, the Lord is coming back, and he getting close and personal, man.
A lot
all
of
right?
bloodshed.
It's
man.
going to be a lot of bloodshed. Give me Revelation 14 and 19. You know, keep going out.
All right. Verse 3 said, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right.
I will
Go ahead.
If I can say this, hey, it said tread, right? He treading the wine press alone. And that don't mean he coming like this, you know, stepping soft. No, to tread means to trample, all right? To stomp, okay? That's what he coming to do to 2/3 in the enemy, all right? The wicked. He's not coming to tiptoe and, no, that's not what tread means, man. Tread means to stomp, to trample,
Yes.
all right?
Big stepper.
Yeah, he coming to step.
Yes.
In Jake terms, you see? You know, a lot of Jakes like to use that term loosely and don't even know
who the big stepper is.
who the true stepper.
Yeah.
You don't even have control over who you stepping on.
Right.
The Lord know who he's stepping on.
Yeah.
And that's what he want to do. You see? You got it.
It said in righteousness he does judge and make war. You see?
Yeah.
So the Lord is coming back. Go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing.
You see, the Lord is coming back to judge and make war, man. All right? With those who feel as if they have a different opinion about this, a different opinion about that. Well, no. As you like to bring out, the brother behind the camera, hey, he's going to come back and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
Yeah.
That's right. You see? Go ahead, Out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, starting at 17.
Wait, Salaki. You have finished with that?
Well, I can finish reading out that paragraph. I'll read from the top one more time.
It is.
We just got to the middle part.
Yeah, just finish where you was reading that.
Okay, then. All right, then. It says here, he says, I would tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my arraignment.
Keep going. One more verse,
okay?
Yep.
Verse 4 says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the years of my redeem is come.
Yeah, the year of his redeem is come, man. All right? The Lord said what? The day of vengeance is in his heart, man.
That's it.
And he said that day it burns in his heart, man. The Lord is waiting on the day that he could come back and judge all the wickedness of the planet Earth, man. You see? And that's just how close we are to prophecy, all right? Because, hey, like the brother's been going into this week, you know, with World War III building up, all right? Getting closer and closer, you see? Getting closer to the RFID micro C-HIP, which is getting ready to be implemented in this society.
Very soon.
You see? Very soon. Hey, man, the Lord is getting ready to make his return, man. The day of vengeance is coming. Go ahead, bro.
This Revelation 14 and verse 17, it says, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven. He also having a sharp sickle, and another angel came out from the altar.
Where you at?
Verse 18.
14. We started at 14? 14 and 14. Bible shop.
This Revelation chapter 14, verse 14, it says, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud.
Right, which represents a chariot. Go ahead.
And upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man.
Right, which is explaining, look, this is Yahushua on a chariot, right? And we're going to get it in 2nd Esdras 13 to make it even more clearer for you. Go ahead.
Having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Verse 15.
In which a sickle represents a killing instrument, all right?
a harvesting instrument. Huh?
Yes, I'm sorry, Salaki.
Remember,
Yeah.
hey, that's really an agricultural tool, right, to harvest. Right? When you see the if a brother can grab that real quick, a picture of the Grim Reaper, right?
Oh, God.
The actual tool that he comes with is really biblical.
Okay.
Because it tell you that what? The harvest is ripe. You
Yeah.
see? That tool is made to what? To harvest very quickly,
That's a bet.
very swiftly, and very, efficiently. You see?
Yeah, also, yeah, cut grass too. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that sickle is biblical, man.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, show it. All right.
Yeah.
When Jake see that sickle, that's a biblical agricultural instrument.
Yes,
You
sir.
see?
Yeah.
And hey, and that's as represented. That's right. Hey, show that too, man.
that's the actual sickle right there, man.
And when that death angel come through
That's it.
and bring that sickle, you see?
Yeah.
Hey, that's showing that's what? Hey, the harvest is ripe.
Right.
Yes.
You see? It's time to be picked.
Yes.
The fruits of wickedness are time to be picked.
Yes.
It's prime time for those fruits of wickedness to be plucked from the earth,
You
man.
gotta separate the wheat from the tare.
Y'all got it.
That's it. Yeah.
Go ahead, make your point. You got
Well,
it.
it's just like say,
Yeah,
just like
make your point.
what Kalai was saying, that he use that silker, to separate the wheat from the tare, so when the angels come, what I'm saying, they could do a whole lot of unalive. It's gonna be a time, that's why we constantly warning people left and right, seek the Lord now while he can be found.
That's
Through
right.
the mouthpiece, through the prophet, the one in the highways and byways, mothers making these video pills, constant sign and crying. Go ahead, you got it.
Go ahead, Al.
Right, and when you think about the growing process of plants, when something's ripe, it just means it's ready. It's ready to be
Right,
to be picked. From you was gonna say something?
It's high time for it to be picked.
That's
There's
it.
no other time that it'll be ready enough. You see? That's what ripe means.
Because if it's not
You got
picked when it's ripe, what it's gonna do? It's
Spoil.
gonna spoil.
That's
It's
right.
gonna be rotten. Then you can't do nothing with it.
That's
If it's picked too early, it's what? Untimely.
Yes.
You see? You got it, Doc.
Go ahead, Al. Hezekiah.
This is
Kazaki.
Kazak. This is that word dross. Just real quick. This is a Strong's H5509, and it's seed, and it means a moving back or away. I'm gonna go to the lexicon here. It says what is removed from metal, absolute. So, like we was going into earlier, hey, how people become draws to Yahweh Shema Shai, tainted, stained. You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about it being a seed of corrupt
True to
children.
corruptors, evildoers.
Right.
Go ahead.
So hey, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said, I can't do nothing with this, man. You know what I'm saying? You was once beautiful, precious. And you're not like what you used to be. So I don't have no use for you. I'm gonna get that last verse. It's Ezekiel 22 and verse 20. It says, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
Yeah.
Right? So just like what the brother was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? The flesh, the bones, the skin, every part of your anatomy is going to be literally dissolved.
Right.
You know?
Oh.
You got it.
Go ahead.
This that word on dross in the online etymology. It says dirt, dregs, refuse, or impure matter which separates from a liquid and falls to the bottom or rises to the top.
Right. So either way it go, the dross gotta be separated from whatever matter is contained in. You see? And that great separation is happening now. All right? The elect are separated from the 2/3. All right? These heathen nations. All right? Esau, Edom. All right? As the scripture said in 2nd Esdras, the Lord said, let my grape be kept, man. You know? But go ahead and finish that Revelation 14 out. Brother Deshaun.
It's back in Revelation chapter 14, verse 15. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud.
Right, so this the angel is crying out to Yahushua, saying what? Go ahead.
Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
Going back to the point that brother was making, man. The harvest of the earth is ripe. You see?
Right.
Hey, man, I don't even know what else to say. Because the harvest of the earth is ripe, man. There's more, but it ain't even nothing to break down in that scripture, man. You see, that's plain as day. All right? It ain't too much longer we got out here, bro. All right? The Lord is getting ready to put forth the famine of the word. All right? Persecution is coming. Okay? The MOTB will be implemented. All right? Jacob's trouble will happen. All right? Yahushua will return. All right? And this place is going to get nuked, man. You see? Go ahead and finish it out.
It says,
Probably going to go all the way to 20.
it says, verse 16, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
Right. And to put it in perspective, this was another vision, right? A dream that Apostle John had at the Isle of Patmos, man. You see? And this was what he was seeing. So he just writing it on paper what he's actually seeing. You see? Go ahead.
And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle.
Right. Keep going.
And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud noise. And cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the cluster of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
Keep going.
Verse 19, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
Keep going.
Verse 20, it says, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Right.
Furlongs.
Which shows you the amount of blood, all right, the amount of killing that Yahushua is going to do, man. All right, I got to try to pull it up in the NLT real fast.
I'm about to look at it.
Because up to the horse's bridle, which is what? The horse's neck, man. Sure. All right? And back in those times, the animals were much bigger than they are now, right? But brother could grab that real quick. 20, the horse's bridle. Yep, and the grapes. Just get the point to see how long you see what it was. Wine. You start at wine press.
I'm gonna get it.
You got it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
You want it in the NLT, correct? You see?
Yeah, just 20.
That's Revelations 14 and 20, and it reads, the grapes were trampled in the winepress outside the city and blood flowed from the winepress in a stream about 180 miles long.
Right, 180 miles long, man. And this is not talking about just blood that's just, on the ground. It's 180 miles long. No, man. It's talking about how high it is, right? It's talking about the width, okay? Hey, man, there are millions of people that's getting ready to be put to death by Yahushua. Billions, man. All right?
River, so a lot of people right now, they're around here, like getting ready for these festivities, getting ready for Thanksgiving, these holidays, being distracted, all sorts of wickedness. They're trying to do it. And what's going on there in the Middle East, also between and Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, things about to get popping. It's about to get nuclear. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, up to the horses ride any given day, it could pop off. You got it.
Mass death, man.
That's it.
Going back to that dream I had. Hey, man, I'm talking about. I woke up scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I woke up scared, man. That she was scary. I woke up. I was like, well, goddamn.
Hey,
You know?
and that horse bridle is that rope.
Yeah.
That's off in his mouth.
Oh, okay. I know it's right there by the neck.
Yeah, that's what that's going into.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, that's that bit. That's off in that bit. So think about how high a goddamn fucking horse is, and you talking about the bridle of this dog motherfucker.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
180 miles long, too.
That's right, huh? You got it.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 33.
Yeah, speak up, yeah. Look what you
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
That's right.
They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Bring it down.
You got it.
The fire and missiles is going to be the destruction is going to be coming from one end of the earth to the other. And the whole earth is going to be on fire. It's going to be burning, fervent.
Yeah, also show you hey, how many people gonna die, man. It's gonna be one end to the other end of the earth, man. If you measure that, that's too long, bro. You can't even measure it.
Also, it goes to show you that I ain't talking about no past times, man. I'm talking about present times. These nuclear missiles, these ICBM nuclear missiles are the only things that could produce mass death from one end to the earth to the other, man. An actual man cannot shoot no goddamn arrow to the other end of the earth, man. Right. Let alone the other end of the street.
Yo, man, what kind of heart you is?
I want you down.
You ain't shooting no arrow from one end of the earth to the other.
So what is it talking about, man? And that just proves a lot of these people that say the Bible is a fairy tale, man. All right, or set off in some other time. All right, because look, the elder Yakina always go into this. Hey, these different ICBM nuclear missiles are not sitting in silos for no reason, man. You know, they're not gonna be sitting there for 50 years on end, 100 years on end. No, man, they've been built to be used. All right, they're not sitting in these silos and being rotten and getting rusted and nah, man. It's like it. These different things are being used. They're gonna be used, man, in the times to come. In these very times that the scriptures have made plainly and made clear to us, man. You see? You got it, Kushab.
This is 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 18, and it says, "And now when I prepare the world, which was not yet made, even for them that dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed, but now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves." Getting to the point, it says, "So I consider the world, and behold, there was perils because of the devices that were come into it." So right, Esau Edom, he has his grand plan, right? He's planning a great mischief within the planet Earth. And part of that is people like Elon Musk getting people to take, go into AI and augmentation, right? Merging man with machine, right? He's going to play a great part in this, right? That's a part of the devices. Verse 21, and it says, "And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a great of the cluster, and a plant of a great people." So, we have, the elect on one side, and you have the 2/3 on the other side. The Lord is offering Jake immortality, right? He's offering them infinite knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Repentance.
Right? He's offering them repentance, a way to escape all the perils that's going to come, and he's rejecting it. So the point is, be the great of the cluster, Jake. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the cluster in which the Lord is going to throw away. One more verse here. And it says, let the multitude perish, then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Right. Then you know the elders and apostles, the different brothers on the highways and hedges, right? The Lord is nourishing us here in Babylon the Great. We be a part of that number, so we can get out of here. Get beamed up on the chariots. We got it.
For the elect.
I said, what?
Well, I got something. I know you was ready.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah, I got
Go
something.
ahead, bring this up.
Good.
Right, go ahead.
This Jeremiah 51, starting at 3. It says, done.
We about to
This
get the
Jeremiah-
meat off the bone tonight, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah
51 and 1.
51 and 1. It says, thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Right. And give me Revelation 7 real quick. And that destroying wind is going into what we've been going into all night. And 1. He got it.
Okay.
Yeah, just hold that joint too for me. But it says a destroying wind, right? And which that's going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead, bring that out. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 7 and verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Right, so the angels is actually holding back the destruction, all right, until what? The elect have been sealed, all right? But I brought this out to show that this wind represents that destroying wind is the nuclear destruction, man, all right? Because actually when these missiles hit, they're going to have radiation waves, all right, which the scriptures call wormwood, okay? And these waves are going to have wind gusts over 150, 200 miles per hour and more, okay? I'm not too sure on the exact measurements of the wind gusts from the nuclear missiles, but if you can just imagine a missile as we was going into 25 times the speed of sound, hitting something, putting a 1,400-mile crater in the ground from the impact, you can imagine the type of wind gusts, the earthquakes that is going to send throughout that city, okay?
We're talking about 200 million.
We never brought that scripture out, man.
Yeah, one of them brothers had it. I think he had it, but nevertheless.
Yeah, we need to get that because we keep calling for that, because it's going to be a total annihilation, all right? Because it's not going to be just one missile, all right, that's hit. Oh, one missile hit New Orleans, one hit Baton Rouge. No, man, it's going to be 12, 15, 20 million, 15, 20 missiles hit one city. And I'm talking about just New Orleans. And then there's going to be another 15 hit Metairie, another 15 hit Gretna. Go ahead.
Right. This is the speed of the ICBMs typically travel at speeds of Mach 20.
Yes.
Which is about 24,000 kilometers or 15,000 miles per hour. Mm-hmm. Now, what I wanted was the gusts. I put in the gusts, but they didn't bring up the gusts. It's right there. It's right here. In summary, wind gusts from an ICBM would be incredibly extreme, especially during re-entry. But the measurement of these gusts is not usually specific data point in missile testing or analysis.
No, go ahead.
It says,
finish it up.
Instead, the focus is generally on the shock wave pressure and its impact on the structures and the surrounding environment.
So they say they're not even worried about the wind gusts. They worried about the buildings falling.
Right. I was going to say, they're saying they can't even calculate the amount of wind that will come from an ICBM missile.
Yeah.
And if you believe it was Pearl Harbor, right, when they dropped Fat Man and Little Boy, they dropped it in a valley. And what happened was the shock wave is what done the most damage.
Yeah.
Right? The wind itself got trapped within the valley itself. It came back and crushed everything, just turned it, obliterated.
Remember the technology at that time, huh? Because we're not talking about jets. All right, these different jets that they have nowadays. We're talking about actual, fighter planes that they used in that time. Where they just dropped the fucking bomb. And you remember that sound? That's what we're talking about. You see, nowadays we have what? We have these different missiles that are coming out of silos. You see, that are being propelled across the earth. This is a whole different ball game, Akim. And that's what you behind the camera, you have to understand that, man. These are unmanned. So, and I want this brother to get this scripture whenever you have a chance, because, hey, to hell with a Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise coming and flying next to the fucking, the actual warhead, diffusing it, jumping off into a lake and everything being okay. That's not this, man. All right? Hey, we're talking about an actual time where all of America's allies, all right, even her own mother is going to send missiles here, right, to Babylon the Great to destroy her, man. And this brother going to get the precept to back that up. Go ahead,
This the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Right, 200, 1,000, which is 200,000, and another 1,000, which makes it what? 200 million, man. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and I heard the number of them.
Yeah, you want to make a point? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say this, right? Because Esau like to come out with these different variations of movies, fucking Fast and the Furious nigga in a whatever car, trying to destroy these different missiles, man. And that's not realistic. That's not real life.
Well, that's Esau's dream that will never come true.
That's right, because he understands that he knows that is his detriment. Right, that's what's gonna usher in, to the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because the spirit of the Lord is gonna be on these different missiles. Right, he won't be able to rewire them so they don't, detonate on impact. Right, he won't be able to reroute them to another continent. No, man, these have been set from the beginning of time to hit America, man.
We're going to
That's
get that.
biblical, man.
We're going to get that in that Joel. Because in the scriptures say, they shall not break their ranks, man.
That's right.
We're going to get that. But go back and finish that Jeremiah, shot, so we can get to it.
Verse back in Jeremiah 51, starting at verse 2, it says, and will send unto Babylon fanners.
Right. And what I mentioned earlier, the fanners, all right, which is going to be the angels, all right, they're going to what? When you fan something, that's what you do. Increase the heat, man. You see? Go ahead.
That shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about.
Right. They who? The other nations, man.
Right.
All right. The nations that have made their bed with America are going to be the same nations that turn on them. All right. Well, where the hell are they going to get 200 million nuclear missiles from? Russia don't got 200 million. Russia and China together don't got them. No, man, it's going to come from their NATO alliance. All right, these EU countries, Iran. All right, all of these nations that had partaken part in America. All right, building it up, making money off it, keeping it going, picking up their ways of democracy. You see, all of these nations are going to do what? Turn. You see. It even say, what is it? That might be in the same chapter, man. You shall hate the whore and make her desolate. That's it. Kind of keep going. I got it. You got it? Keep bring that out.
This verse 3, it says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
That's right.
And against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine.
Yeah. Hey, let me get that word brigandine. I want to grab that word. Keep going.
This is verse 3 again. It says, and him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
Right, the archer bends his bow. He gets ready to do what? Shoot the missile. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine.
What's the brother getting ready to get the word? But when he go into a brigandine, is what? It's armor. Okay? And America's brigandine is their what? Missile defense system. You see? And Putin been talking big shit, all right? Telling you that, hey, what I got to hit America with, they don't have no answer for it. You see? You got a missile that can hit California in 25 minutes, man. You see? You had what's your boy name? Rocket Man? All right, what's his name?
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. You know, he kept shooting, and what? Man, niggas started getting close as hell, man. People start making jokes about it, you see? But keep going.
It says, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Right, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. You got the Isaiah?
Real quick, I got that
Get that
brigandine.
brigandine.
Yeah, brigandine. It just it goes into the word H5630 Syrian, right, which means armor. Right, and now in this present time, what this brother's going into, he's not talking about actual men fighting against each other, but he's talking about two nations of people, right, that are going to clash, right? But in our particular case, a collection of nations of people fighting against one. You see? Now, that brigandine is what? These defense missile systems, right? The systems that's going to try to attempt to what? To avert cataclysmic destruction. You see? Just like what? In Israel, they got the Iron Dome. You see? There's something similar here, right? These different defense missile systems are going to try to come in place, but there's going to be so many missiles coming at this place that it won't matter, man. They don't even have the ammo for that to dispute all of those different missiles that are going to come here, man. And remember, you know, we're going to get that in Joel. The Spirit of the Lord is on these missiles, man. It wouldn't give a damn what they do to these different missiles, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
All right, this is Isaiah 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, when Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrew, what? It was nothing but fire and brimstone all over the place, man. All right? Well, this destruction is going to be 1,000 times worse than that. Go ahead.
It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
It says it shall never be inhabited, man. You see? This place is going to be a complete desert. All right? The Arabians not going to be able to pitch tent. All right? Keep going.
But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Yeah, so this is going to be a place for wild beasts, man, where beasts dwell. You see? It ain't never going to be inhabited ever again. All right? This is going to be a memorial for what happens to the most wicked kingdom on the face of the planet Earth to ever rule. You see? What you say? Yeah, it's going to be, hey, man, back to that sacrifice and bondage, man. You know? Go ahead. Bring that out. You got that book on?
This is the book of Jeremiah.
Then we gonna get that. And then we gonna get
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 9. It says, for lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
Right, nations with an S. That means plural. Okay? Multiple nations, man. All right. If you haven't realized by now, America has many enemies, man. You know? They have many enemies. Go ahead.
It says, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Right, from the north country, all right, which represents who? Russia. All right. Go ahead.
From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Right, it said that arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. All right, when you watch these ancient movies, not ancient, but these old school movies, all right, with these old school wars, you had the guy who was the number one archer, all right, and every time he lined up his archer, it didn't matter, whatever target he needed to hit, he hit it. You see? Well, that's how these missiles are going to be when that button get pushed. All right, when the Spirit of the Lord, He puts the Spirit on these nations. All right, not just Russia, China, Iran, okay, Great Britain. You see, all these nations that made an alliance with Babylon. Hey, man, it says what? It shall be as a mighty expert man. All right, hey, and they not gonna come back either. You see, they gonna empty the clip, man. All right.
I got that.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
And the second Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 13, and it reads, "For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
Yes.
When they begin to shoot into the ends of the world."
The ends of this age, man. You see, these arrows is gonna be what ends Esau Edom rulership, man. You know, go ahead.
It reads, verse 14, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again
Yes.
until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and the earth shall be put out till it consume Slakim. And the earth shall not be put out until it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as the arrow which is shot from a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again." Yeah, that's heavy, man, because like this brother said, hey, when these missiles be shot from these different silos, there's no way to retract these missiles.
You can't hit the abort button. Abort missile. No.
Yeah.
You can't abort the missile.
Hey,
Go
the
ahead.
angel showed you that already.
Yeah.
These angels showed you that.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, Esau, I can see Esau right now in his different silos trying to press that abort.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't, because
The
you have
button ain't gonna
accounts. All right, for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, you have different accounts that have happened over the years where the angels have tripped these different different missiles.
They hit the button.
All right, they hit the button. These red buttons that these people are so afraid to hit. All right, these angels have hit these buttons. All right, because the Spirit of the Lord is on them. You see, the angels hit these buttons and they couldn't stop it. But the angels understand what? Hey, that there's a specific time, a specific second, a specific hour, day, and year for these different missiles to hit the earth, man.
Yeah,
Right?
and that's ultimately
You got it.
the Lord showing Esau Edom too. Hey man, I can push this fucking button
I'm in
whenever I'm ready.
control.
Get ready.
I could do this. You ain't in control of nothing because Esau got the Lord fucked up, man. All right?
That's right.
They think that they're the ones that's in control of everything that they're doing. You see? Hey man, what happened to Herod when he didn't give the glory to the Lord, man? He gave up the ghost on the spot, man.
Like that. It said the angels immediately.
So what do you think? Hey man, the Lord is angry, bro.
Hey, bro, you got this guy, fucking Vladimir Putin. You walking around with this fucking suitcase with you and shit,
The football.
thinking that you have the power to flip that open and just do shit at whim, all right? At your very whim, at your leisure, all right? And that's not true, man.
And you talking big shit too.
Yeah, the Lord is the one who's gonna give you that go ahead,
That's
right?
it.
Because it tell you in Ezekiel what, the 38th chapter, that hey, he's gonna make him think that evil thought.
Yeah, but listen.
You know,
When he said, look, what he said at the top, he said, but I am against thee.
that's right.
That's it.
I'm against thee, Gog and Magog, man.
That's right.
All right? He said, I'm against you, but I'm going to be the one to put the spirit on you to shoot the nukes on America,
There
man.
you go.
So it's
You know?
not of
Put
you,
them hooks
man.
in your jaw.
It's not of you, Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong Un, right? You different leaders, right? You different political people of these different nations, man, it's not of you, all right, to destroy. All right, the Lord got to give you the. Yeah, get out of here with that bitch shit. Get out of here. All right, it's not of you.
That's it.
You understand? The Lord got to put that spirit on you to destroy. All right?
That's right.
You got it, huh?
If I can say real quick, the scriptures talk about him disappointing the devices of the crafty.
Yeah.
That's right.
So they got these plans. They say, we read into that word brigadine. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, hey, look, the plan is if they try to launch anything, well, we got a defense system that's going to stop it from happening.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to happen, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that the Lord's in control. And another time, Esau, he launched a missile, and a damn chariot came out of nowhere and started dismantling the missile in mid-flight. You know? So the Lord's showing his power. Look, you can launch this missile. I'm giving you the opportunity. Now I'm going to show you I can take down the missile by disarming it at certain points with this chariot. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know? You got it.
Easily.
Yes,
hey, man, it's quick work. Go ahead, Tyler.
I have to go with what y'all said. It said Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turns it wheresoever he will.
You got it.
So, you know, just like I said, you know, the Lord he's in perfect control. So he controls the minds of these leaders around. So the Lord, he controls the minds of these leaders all around the world. So one thing about it, everybody is doing the Lord's will, whether it's good or bad. You got it, man.
Yeah, I got that precept, that Revelation 17. This is Revelation 17 and verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
It shall do what?
Hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
Right. It says the waters. What we at? 16. And the 10 horns, which represents what? NATO and the EU, man.
Right.
You know. Let me go to it real fast.
I'm gonna go up a little bit.
I'm
gonna jump back down. This is verse 12, Revelation 17 and 12. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast."
Right. It's talking about ultimately the elite, you know. But it says they have one mind and it shall give their power unto the beast. All right. Which is what? The system, man. NATO and the EU. But who's the person that's controlling everything? The elites, man. You know, go ahead.
I was going to jump back down.
Yeah, jump to 15 for me.
Okay, verse 15. And he said unto me, the
Matter
waters...
of fact, just go 14 and down. Yeah.
Okay, 14. And it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them."
Right. These are going to be the same ones that come together and consent that, hey, we got to fight against Yahushua. What you think the Space Force about, the UFO things? They already said in interviews, all right, that if there was a extraterrestrial force that came, they would all have to join together and fight against them. Go ahead.
Yeah, what was that movie Independence Day about?
Yes.
All right. Also the second one.
Yeah.
You see, because the first one was what? Depicting the first coming.
Yeah.
You see? Then the second one did what? Hey, you know, through the spirit, take everything and process it through the scriptures, but it did what? It showed you, hey, Yahushua came bigger, better, you see, more spiritual powers, right? Different things of that nature, man.
I've never seen the second one.
Hey, please watch it because it's very heavy. Man, you got a scene in there where you have captives, different, so-called aliens, which we are. Through the spirit, we understand that we don't belong to this society. But in that movie, they were in jail cells, and they thought they were going crazy, right? They were actually, when the guy came to see them, they would celebrate because they knew the coming of the Lord was near. You see, it's very heavy. For you brothers who haven't watched that shit, man, hey, go watch that. But nevertheless, you go ahead.
Yeah, and Esau, he's really crafty with words. because
right.
he used to call it a UFO, which is an unidentified flying object. But now, since the prophets are on the scene, and we've been telling the people that they're the chariots of the Lord, he changed it to unidentified aerial phenomena. You know, that's the type of stuff he do.
Why they have no UFO hearings?
Yeah,
Stuff right now, trying to talk about letting the public know. See?
They already came out and told you, hey, that these different UAPs or chariots or UFOs, whatever you want to call them, all right, which we understand them as the chariots of the Lord, they already told you that these things are thousands of years before your time, Esau Edom. You see? They're light years ahead of your technology. All right? You can't stop. Hey, these different chariots, hey, you different brothers have seen footage and even in your own lives, all right, the different capabilities of these chariots, man. You know? Stopping on a dime like that and shooting back this way. You know? Hey, Esau can't do nothing with that, man.
What was that the guy was saying something about G-forces, about, you know, like that a human body can, I can't remember how he put it, but he said it'll rip him to pieces, you know?
I tell you in Zechariah, right, that these different chariots move off the thoughts of the angels. Esau can't do nothing with that. Think about that, Akim. Right, wherever it tell you, am I correct? That's Ezekiel, right? Or Zechariah? I'm not sure.
Ezekiel, yeah.
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
Hey, it tell you, bro, that it say wherever the angel went, and they were outside of the chariot, and the fucking chariot followed. You understand? This the type of technology that we dealing with. Hey, let me watch this guy. They get
Yeah, man, the technology of the chariots are out of this world, man. You know? But you got more.
Bring
Right?
out the
I got more.
scripture.
Yeah. Hold on, right quick, Bobby Shot. Bring that out right fast.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels.
Michael, all right, which is the chief angel.
right.
All right, Micah Allah, one who is like the Most High. Okay. Hey man, these devils think they're actually gonna go and fight Yahushua and Micah Allah, man.
Right.
And the whole host of heaven, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Will Smith not gonna save the day, man.
Come
That's
on,
right,
man. Will Smith not. Hey man, ain't no goddamn chariots crashing. All right.
No cigars.
Go punch the angel,
a
brother.
chariot in Area 51.
Come on, man.
I'll go punch the angel, man.
Come on,
Not
man.
happening, bro.
Oh, you think the chariot gonna crash and one of these niggas in a goddamn fighter jet gonna crash with the chariot, get out the fighter jet, and fight an angel? You crazy?
Oh,
Do you know not what happened with Jacob when he wrestled an angel? Man, the angel touched his hip, man.
Yeah.
Bones.
Man, chill out. What's out? Man, what's out, man? You said, man, I could touch you.
Yeah,
you,
like,
you tripping,
brother,
Jacob.
I could, brother, through the scriptures, we understand that the power of an angel is enough to destroy the earth.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah, I didn't even want to count in the apocrypha. They say the angel was yoked up, man.
Yes.
He was yoked up.
Come on,
I've got
brother.
that account here.
But that's what
Yeah.
that's what Esau Edom think, man. You know, they think that this is how the story is going to go because they ultimately deceive their own fucking self, man.
Hey, they afraid of Jake as we are in this estate.
At normal, man.
Hey, in this,
At bay.
the account that this brother behind the camera is talking about when the angel showed up and he was yoked.
He was yoked
and he
up.
showed his appearance.
Yeah.
They were so afraid.
Yeah.
They didn't want nothing to do with that angel, man.
Come on,
Fucking
man.
angel pull up like this. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all got it, man.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Let it
oh
play.
yeah. Bring that out. Turn it this way a little.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
like
even
that,
shoot it,
like
bro.
that.
Look how many bullets they shooting at it, bro.
Can't do nothing with that.
Fuck they gonna do with a chariot?
Come on, man.
Even if you did touch it,
It's dancing,
it don't
man.
make no never mind.
Having fun, man.
Stunned, man.
That's
And
what's
then it
coming.
just had the ability to just disappear at the end.
That's the curse that comes
Come on,
across
man.
the
Come on,
whole
man.
earth right
Yes.
there.
Man, hey,
Get
grab
that,
that.
get that,
Grab
get
that.
that.
Go ahead, finish that, brother.
Con.
Precepts is just hot today.
This the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7 again. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Well, the dragon represents Esau. All right, the Esau military. Okay. Hey man, they think they're gonna actually have a fighting chance against Yahushua and the angels. They really believe that. But keep going. What the scriptures say? Hey man, read the prophecy, Op.
If I can say real quick, because you got these, like the elder apostles always say, these wacky tacky Christians actually believe that there was a fight in heaven, right? They actually think that Satan gathered angels that agreed with him and fought Yahushua and the Lord. And that's not what this is going into. Which this brother's about to beautifully break down, man. You know, I'm gonna get that Blue Angels too. We got a sector down here in Bell Chase. Y'all got it.
Verse 8.
Read the prophecy, Op.
And prevail not.
They what?
Prevail not.
No, they won, huh?
Prevail not.
They prevailed not. All right? And hey, we're telling you that you're going to fail miserably, all right? Go ahead. Sure.
Yeah, well, all I did was a simple search, a simple Google search. All right, this is your Blue Angels that they are actually talking about when they say angels. The United States Navy, all right? There's a sector of jets called the Blue Angels, all right? These different fighter jets, all right? These different people who are going in these jets to what? To potentially, they want to fight the Lord, man.
Right. And I was going to say just really quickly, where does he get that from? He gets it from Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah.
The whole thought process. Those are the formations that he got. He got from the scriptures, you know.
And what do we experience down here, Akim? Day in and day out, at least 3 times a day. What? Fighter jets that are doing what? Practicing. Yeah. Who you think they practicing for?
Right.
You know, ultimately we understand that World War III is coming up, but what? They want to fight the Lord, man. Well, I'm not gonna say they want to because they understand what they're going against, but you know, nevertheless, you know, for you brothers who don't experience this in your own states, all right, these are the different formations that they are doing day in and day out down here, man, in New Orleans, and I'm pretty sure in other major cities, man.
If I can say, it's called a squadron, right? You go into that particular war formation, it's called the squadron, all right? You have a point man, all right? 2 wingmen, okay, and 2 followers, right? That's called the squadron, man, all right? And which is it's a biblical war formation, which is sometimes when you look up in the heavens, you will see a chariot, all right? It'll just have it'll have a point man, and it'll have 2 on the sides, like a arrow almost, you know? And you might look up here, you might see one there, you might see one over there, you say, man, what the hell is going on? All right? But that's another topic of signs of the times, man. But finish that out, Baba Bashar. And then you got it, but now.
Verse 8 it says, and prevail not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Right. They're going to be cast down from this estate, man. All right? They're going to be put to a lower estate. They're getting ready to go to hell, man. All right? And I ain't talking about the place where you burn forever. All right? Because heaven and hell is a living condition, right? They're in heaven now, but the scriptures say what?
It says, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Right. So they're going to be cast down from this condition that they've been in. All right? They're heaven. Right. Esau, Edom, heaven is going to be done away with. You want to say something?
No, you got it.
Okay, go ahead, but now you got it, bro. You've been holding for a minute.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 7. Hey. No, I'm starting 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And that's Yahushua flying upon that chariot. That's the great mountain.
Go at 6, Baba Bashar.
Oh, that's what I was on.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
You want to read it?
Keep going.
Take your time, huh?
Verse 7. But I would have seen the region. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
Right, because you had Esdras having a dream, a vision of Yahushua returning. All right, and he said he was graven upon the chariot. You know, which means what? He said, when you at 6, I beheld and lo, he graved himself on a great mountain. So he saw Yahushua standing on top of the chariot, man. You know?
Real quick, just to back him up, I'm gonna let him finish. This Revelations 1:7, and it reads, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which have pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen." Got it? Just to show, because you got to think about what this brother is reading. How can every eye see him? All right, in this day and age. Now we talking about an actual chariot, all right, that's gonna be over the whole fucking entire earth.
He said he couldn't see the end of it.
Hey, he couldn't see the end. So meaning that this chariot is gonna be, you know, and Esau tried to do as best as he could by what? Depicting that in these different movies. The one I mentioned earlier, Independence Day. And when you brothers who haven't seen that shit, man, I encourage you to see it, because it actually show you when that chariot entered the fucking atmosphere, and they got a space fleet. You feel me? It's supposed to be the first line of defense.
Yeah, the Space Force.
You gotta see that shit. That's what Will Smith's son is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that. But nevertheless,
I'll check it out.
backing up what that brother was going into. You got it.
I was gonna say as well, they had like a video of a chariot on a telecast, and like it showed like it literally covered within the space in the atmosphere, but like Esau couldn't really get the footage. It cut out like as it was covering the earth. I don't know if y'all brothers know what I'm talking about.
You cut the footage, huh?
Y'all know which video I'm talking about.
They know.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
But that just shows you that, hey man, they can't measure it.
You got it.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Second Esdras 13, verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which are gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Right, because in the middle of the battle of I get tongue tied. In the middle of World War III, all right, the battle of in the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, all right, they're going to see Yahweh Shai coming, and what they're going to do, they're going to turn around and say, that's when they're going to come to that one accord. Oh, we got to fight that extraterrestrial being.
Yeah, Lord, bitch, you gonna come as that WWE Royal Rumble, man.
Right.
Where everybody be fighting each other. They all say, hey, that one person that come out, oh yeah,
Remember
Ultimate
how Stone
Warrior.
Cold used to come out. Hey, they used to have that Royal Rumble, and you hear that fucking glass break. Everybody used to do this and stop and look. Here you see fucking Stone Cold coming. Man, that's how the Lord gonna be, man.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, scriptures also tell you, hey, the Lord gonna come with a sound.
Yeah.
He gonna sound that fucking horn. Boy, when they hear that fucking horn,
It's gonna be death.
every ear, you feel me, gonna hear that. Every eye gonna see that, man.
Hey, and his name is not John Cena.
That's right. You hear me?
Right.
Ain't gonna be doing none of this. Nah, you gonna see me. You
Every eye
gonna
shall
me.
see him. Yeah, every eye shall see him.
You hear me?
Negro man, cut to the bone, 13 foot tall.
That's right,
Back to
man.
the teeth.
Yes.
That's right.
Mad as hell with that crown on his head.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't gonna be playing what he got.
He
That's
not
right.
gonna meet you as a man.
Yeah.
Right?
Traveling in the greatness of his strength, man.
That's right.
Yes, Lord.
Go
He
ahead.
gets
Right.
hyped up.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes.
Now, how long, oh Lord?
Go ahead,
There's
bro.
more.
Yeah, verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Hey, what Thanos did when he got all of them Infinity Stones, and he came to get the last one. He didn't lift up no hand, no sword, no nothing. What he did? He said, Hey man, how was that? He don't even gotta move to get busy, man. You see? Go ahead. It's more, right? Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's leave.
They got more.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot more.
Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Yeah. Keep going.
Verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
Yeah. Hey, it said he let out of his mouth what? A blast of fire, man. All right, and I'm looking for the actual footage. I just want to show that right now because that's talking about what, man? That blast that's gonna come out of the center of the Lord's chariot, man. All right.
Concentrated.
That's right. So give me a brief moment. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Make a point on what you were saying. That goes into that Independence Day when he blasted that building and the building blew up.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay, you gonna pull it up?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got the actual footage.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, we do not own any rights. All right, this is just for educational purposes.
I'm gonna cut the volume down. Yeah, every eye shall see. You saw that, right? And this is that blast, right? And this is only, all right, for you brothers and sisters that are sincerely watching. This is only a depiction, all right, the best depiction that Esau Edom could produce, man.
Visual.
All right, this is the only depiction that he can produce.
Hey, but it said nothing was to be perceived but of dust and a smell of smoke, man.
That's right. Look at that, and that's that wave that brother was talking about. Those winds, all right. Different shit that's coming from the See, Edom like to put, theatrics with it and shit, man. It's gonna be way worse than that.
Hey, the theatrics gonna become your reality, man.
Oh, real quick. I want to show this. All right, because this devil take pride in his buildings and shit. That's what's gonna happen. Blow the fucking buildings up and everything, man.
Yes, Lord.
It's different fucking caves and shit. Devil like.
Uh,
Still got that Joel too.
Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. It said, Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe.
Right.
So,
Keep going.
okay, verse 2 it said, And he said unto me, said, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Right, we're just going into basically the length, the width of the chariot. All right. But when you see it, it always looks like a disc. All right. You look from afar, it looks like a robe. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it said, Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, according to it. And every one that swears shall be cut off on that side, according to it.
Right, because this is going to be a curse, all right, to all the wicked, man. Right? This is going to be the vehicle of your destruction. Back up a little bit out. This is going to be the vehicle of your destruction, man. All right? This is going to be a curse to the wicked. You see? This is what's coming back to judge you, man. All right? And it's not just a chariot just doing the dance by itself. No, it's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. All right?
Quick precept. This is Proverbs 3 and verse 33. It says, The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just.
That's beautiful. Break it down.
God, so hey, look, Esau Edom, like I said before, he got his plans, right? But hey, look, the chariots, right? The nuclear missiles, the plagues. Hey, man, they're gonna destroy this place, man. They're gonna destroy everything that he hoped for to come true.
Yeah, people gonna get they gonna get their C hip, all right? He gonna get a good bit of people tipped up, all right? That's this nigga, man. Man, Jake,
Hey, that's crazy.
he coming across the street with his hands in his, oh man, tripping. But you know, and scripture tell you in 2 Ezra 16, all right, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, man, and trod down underfoot. See, so you get down with this NWO, this system, all right, and think yourself you're being a good case, all right. Hey man, you ultimately, the terrorists are going to be a curse unto you, man. All right.
Got something for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now he got one more precept.
One more script. Zechariah chapter 5
You speak on
and
it too,
verse 4. It said, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timbers thereof and the stones thereof.
Yeah.
So one thing about it, we already know that the modern day thief, the one that stole every damn thing in the entire world, you know what I'm saying, which in fact is Esau Edom. And the Lord said he's going to come into his house, you know what I'm saying, and remain there with that fervent heat, with that fire, that lazy chariot. Go ahead, you got something?
Yeah, because you're going to have chariots that are actually going to appear in these different major cities, and they're going to stay there.
That's it.
All right? Just like it did in District 9. That movie, District 9. You remember that, innit?
Yeah,
Y'all look great.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Hey, these different chariots, they're going to stay in these cities. Hey, nah, because you don't know what we talking about, bro. That's whatever, bro. Like, get out of here.
She lumber shopping, man.
You know?
What your boy Ice Cube said? Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, I don't want to, cause no ruckus or whatever, but nevertheless, in District 9, what you had different chariots that actually stayed hovering over different cities, different major cities, and it was astonished. And they didn't say nothing. These different chariots didn't do anything, before, before the shit started to happen and whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be like that. They're gonna remain in these cities. They're gonna terrorize these people. As they go about their different lives, they're gonna have to come out and see these chariots. The majesty of the Lord. And I got something for you whenever you have a chance. Y'all got it.
In that movie, Esau was trying to get in the chariots and everything. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get in it. He could not get in it. And it was up there a very, very long time.
That's right, man. For weeks on end. Those chariots were sitting over these different cities, these major cities. They had press conferences in the Pentagon and different things of that nature. That's actually going to happen, man. Hey, the Lord is going to have this place totally out the loop. These different preparations, these different things that they have in their legislation that they have, to deal with certain situations of that nature, they're not going to work, man. This devil actually think that he has something written down, like, to help with these situations, and it's not going to work, man.
He think he can upset prophecy, man.
That's right.
Man, the main thing.
Yeah, I got something for you. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1, because we brought out that it's the curse, right, of this place. But ultimately, this same curse will be what? Our salvation, man.
Our blessing.
Our blessing. That's right. Because a curse is what? The opposite of a blessing. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1, and it reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. That's what? That's the curse.
Yeah, that's it.
You see? They see these different chariots following certain men. Go ahead.
They already freaking out right now.
That's right.
That's why they having meetings, councils. What can we do about all of these to get ahead of the chariot sites? What can we do to make the people believe that it's something else? All right, go ahead.
What's the point of a space force?
Yes.
If you weren't afraid of what's out there, man. You see? What's the point of that?
Yeah.
All right?
If you got microscopes that's zoomed out into
The depths of the
the depths of
what
the
the
heavens,
say,
man.
the curtains of the heavens.
The curtains of the heavens,
You
man.
know?
You got microscopes because you're trying to actually see the Lord coming. You
That's
see?
right, man.
What's the point of all of this? Go ahead, bro.
It reads, verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and
As-
shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation.
As they are now. They're troubled with terrible fear. Let me make something up. Let's see what we can do to throw this off. How can we get ahead of this? You see? These devils are scared, man. You know?
Just a bit more to
Go
back
ahead.
up what you were saying about these microscopes.
It reads, so far beyond all
They look for,
Yeah.
because they looking for the chariots, man. You know, all of these, hey, man, Jake think it's a game. There's people who are getting paid. I can't even think of the word for the amount of money that these people are getting paid to search for the chariots. Hey, as a movie that just came out, it was damn, man, I can't remember what movie it was, but these people just sit there and go over what's being seen in these different observatories, man. You know, they're being paid to report different obstructions and different sightings, so-called. You know, of UFOs, so-called. You know, if it wasn't that big of a problem, what is all of this money being spent for? You know, because they understand, like just as the. Oh yeah, get that, please, Dr. Shop. But what is all this money being spent for if you didn't think that this was an actual threat, right, to America, man, right? And you got the Lord showing these different sightings to brothers, giving brothers hope, right, all across the globe, man. You know, go ahead, it's on you.
I got real quickly that word you was looking for.
Yep.
It says an eschatologist is a person who studies eschatology, which is the branch of theology or philosophy that deals with the end of the world, the final events of history, or the ultimate destiny of humanity. So like you were saying, going into going into the end of the world. These guys, like you said, got the telescopes, and they could see far out into different depths of so-called space, and they could see the chariots coming from the moon, coming from different planets, right? And there's nothing they could do about it,
Hey, a while back, a couple months back, maybe a year or so, if I'm not mistaken, but there was footage of what? They had a chariot that looked like it was being recharged from the sun.
Yeah.
Right? That was I don't remember how long ago that was. Hey, don't quote me on that. But nevertheless, hey, this devil said that was like a planet-sized fucking chariot, man. You see? This is the actual, workings of the Lord that we see it, and we finna start seeing that shit come into play on the face of the planet Earth, man.
Hey, just like brothers say all the time as well. Just like the wickedness, the things on the left hand is going to increase.
That's
Hey,
right.
man, things on the right hand side of the Lord is getting ready to increase, man.
That's right.
All right? Miracles, more signs, all right? More wonders. Bring that out, Doc.
Spiritual power.
Spiritual powers. Hey, man.
It's coming.
It's coming, man.
It's coming, man.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 27. It says,
Amos 5 and 18.
and then they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great
It
glory.
says, then shall they see the Son of Man coming with power and great glory, man. So they looking at all of these goddamn microscopes, all right? They got their Space Force, all right? They holding their meetings about the UAPs, you see? But no, you're going to see when the Lord is coming, man, all right? And the Lord ain't going to be hiding either, Because what? He set up his men, all right? The scripture says he set forth the apostles last,
That's right.
all right? He set up the prophets, all right, in these latter days to tell you what's getting ready to happen, man. Go ahead.
What did it tell you in the book of Acts? Only just reading that?
Yeah.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Yes.
Acts 1 and verse 1. But let this pass. It's the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 9, and it reads, And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up in a cloud,
Yes.
received him out of their sight. And while they were looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand you gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which was taken up from you, which was taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Right. And if you haven't caught it on by now, a cloud represents a chariot, man.
Come on, man.
Okay? In the same way that Yahushua, when he rose again after he was put to death, all right, when he rose and he walked back with the disciples, the same way that he rose and got beamed back up in the chariot, he's coming back the same way.
That's right.
All right, as we read in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, he coming back in style, man. You see?
With all power and
With
glory.
all power and glory, man. What he said in Luke 27?
It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
With power and great glory, man. You see? Hey, man, Yahushua is the ultimate Jake, you know? Hey, man, who you know that's going to come back standing on top of the goddamn chariot, man?
Oh, shit.
Who? The creator, man. The architect as Salakia, you know?
Huh?
But go ahead, bro. Finish it out.
Verse 28, it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift your heads.
Right, because I said miracles are going to start happening on the right-hand side, right? Hey, man, Yahushua told the apostles back then, he said, the things I did, you are going to do greater things than these.
Right.
Oh, he got that?
He got that, brother.
Oh, Kyle, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2.
Spirit, yeah.
Beloved, now are we sons of the Most High, of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and it doth not appear what we shall be.
Right, so right now, it don't look like we're going to be like Yahushua, right? It don't look like we're going to be perfect, have perfect teeth, all right? Have a high stature, all right? Bearded up, man, all right? Huge bushes, man, all right? Perfect skin, man. Our women going to be perfect. Our children going to be perfect, all right? And the laws are going to be kept perfectly, man. You see? It don't look like that right now, but just wait. Go ahead.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
That's right.
We gonna see Yahushua as he is, man. And we gonna be just like him. You see? You wanna say something?
Yeah, just like, hey, man, Yahushua, he come back as immortal being.
Yeah.
We will come back in that same stead, man.
Because he said what? He's not going to meet them as a man.
He gonna meet him as a man.
He already came as a man, right? He came humble as that lamb.
Yeah.
Now what? He coming as a lion. You see?
Yeah, with that.
I'm going to get that, but he getting me hyped.
Yeah, with that, that's just based off the point, man. As man, destruction of this place gotta happen. It's gonna be our deliverance, man.
That's
It's
right.
gonna be changed, man. Hey, matter of fact, brothers, give it at 1 Corinthians 15 and
Yes.
51, man.
What to get for, man?
Start verse
You
51.
got it? Yeah, get that.
All right, get down ready.
This-
I'm here. What you want?
51.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51, and it reads, Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all be changed.
Yeah, I want to say too. They say, we shall not all sleep. Maybe we not all go die, man.
That's right.
You know, that's scripture say, man. Hey, some man shall not taste death, man.
That's right.
You know, but it said they shall be changed. And what they gonna be changed to, man? It's gonna tell you, man. Verse is going down. Go ahead,
It
bro.
reads, verse 53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up
That's right.
and victory.
Yeah. So basically, man, hey, we gonna be changed to immortality, man.
That's
So
right.
yeah, we in this corruptible body, man, that we'll say they go off, no sin. Know what I'm saying? Also, hey, man, we can easily get sick, man, die. But yeah, hey, Lord's gonna change all that, man. So hey, we ain't gotta worry about death, no about sick or nothing. You know, we ain't gotta worry about going off again, man. Cause hey, we gonna be perfect.
That's right, brother.
Well, hey, with the law, statutes, commandments, we're not error parts, man. That's gonna make us immortal.
That's
Hey,
right.
well, that's what makes us immortal, man. Following the law, statutes, commandments, man. You know, but yeah, as soon as they be on our error parts, we're automatic. Hey, we gonna be immortal, man. You wanna say something, bro?
It's beautiful because all of those spiritual powers, things of that nature, are all things that come with what? Immortality.
Immortality.
Right? The only reason we don't have them now is because we sin. All right? That's the only reason. Okay? But it was set up for us that way. Okay? And it's beautiful to understand that we're gonna be in a fashion of the same fashion as Yahushua when he comes back. All right?
Yeah.
Hey, getting rid of this shit, man. Patchy beards, fucked up teeth, brothers' teeth hurting and shit, you know? Aches and torment of the body, the weariness of age, different brothers are up in age, gotta deal with different ailments, the different things that come with this world, man. All of that shit's gonna be done away with, Brothers got bald spots and shit. You understand? All of that shit gonna be done away with.
Be a former thing, man.
You know?
Holding that too.
And it's gonna come with great glory, not a little bit, not nothing that your feeble little brain can extrapolate on, but not something that's actually far beyond all of the things that we can think of, man. That's the power we serve.
You can't even fathom it, man.
Y'all brothers got it, man. Man, this shit be getting me hyped, boy. I'm telling you.
You can't even fathom that whole 1 Corinthians 15, man.
That's right,
You can't
man.
even fathom that, man.
Not
These-
dying?
These bodies can't even contain that in our minds, man. You know? But bring that out, because that's gonna back up the point for you, brother.
It's locking for rambling, too.
This Philippians chapter 3, verse 21, it says, who shall change our vile body,
Beautiful.
that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body.
Right. Who shall change our vile bodies, man? Yahushua. You see? As a brother just read, the corruptible must put on incorruptible, man.
That's right.
All right, incorruption, Salakia.
Well, it's
You know? Go ahead.
It says, according to the workings whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
Yeah. The author of the beginning, you see? Because Yahushua and 144,000, all right, as I mentioned earlier, Yahweh gave the word what? What he gave the word, huh? The ability to create everything, man.
That's right.
You see?
Yeah. The blueprint.
But go ahead, bro. That was it?
Gotta get up through that.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at. We almost at 2. Let me see.
Hey, they
It
just
153.
shut it down.
Yeah. Must have been quick. Go ahead, finish it up. That was it?
That was it.
You got brother say anything?
I got something right quick. It said 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16. It said, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in the Hamashiach shall rise first.
Right. The men that get put down, all right? The men that get put to death on this side, hey, man, you get the chariots first, man. You know? Keep going out.
Verse 17 says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Yeah.
Right.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord, man. That's salvation. All right? That's a deliverance, man. All right? Being saved from the hand of our enemies, man. You know? And all of these things that we've been going into, the vile bodies, all right? Being fashioned like to Yahushua, putting on incorruption. These are going to be former things, man. You still got that Revelation 21? Bring that out. We're going to end it off on that. Verse 4.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 3. It says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men.
Right, with men, man. Yes. Go ahead.
And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them
Yes.
and be their God.
Yes.
Verse 4, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying,
Heavy.
neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Right. These are going to be former things, man. Dying, crying. All right. Seeing our family members get killed. All right. The curses are going to be reversed off of us. All right. These are all going to be former things, man. You see, we're going to be perfect. We're going to be at a godly estate, man. As what? As like Yahushua. You see? So, if anybody had no more closing remarks, we'll get up out of here, man. So, Lord willing, that was an edifying camp. All right, but before we get out of here, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakudash.
double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole few elect. Until next time, we say a Baba Ball.
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 Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.